9. And he'll be facing Roy Jones Jr. 106. So here, Roy Jones Jr. He won world titles at 4 different weight classes, including the heavyweight championship of the world.
As soon as the bell goes, don't blink. That fight could be over.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Fighting out of the blue corner from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr.
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken. They ring the bell, and here we go. And that hook misses. They exchange punches. Good counter punch. Swing and a miss with the hook. Only catching air with that hook. We welcome you to this beautiful theater where every seat has been sold, but the fans will only need the edge. We expect a standing ovation when these two are done.
You're getting everything tonight, and you know what? When you're in a theater, you know you've got to perform. There's no cutting corners. There's no making up excuses, because you're going to be so transparent. All laid out there.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
An uppercut does not score. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Swing and a miss with the jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. Let's talk about Alvarez in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Jump all over him. He's ready to go now. Jump all over him. Mix it up.
Got no gas in the tank.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
If you're fighting a counter-puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter-punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
A perfect counter shot. A perfect counter shot. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
shot. These two fighters are made for one another. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
Go back out.
Okay, you let him back into the fight that round. That's his.
And there's the bell to start the round. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight, not yet.
Oh, my word, Canelo just got clipped. What an upset here as Alvarez goes down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to me.
So he's back up on his feet, but can he get back into this fight?
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. He just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here. If you're a counter-puncher, then basically you do the counter-attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Hard, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to be light. Concentrate.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges. So much firepower here. Misses. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Give me your glove.
Let's talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, if this trainer has a pep talk, now's the time to use it, as they were dropped twice in the last round.
There's always a way back.
They ring the bell, and here we go. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'd be sheer panic in that corner. What do? They throw the towel in? They didn't let him come back out again because they know their fighter. It's like a lamb to the slaughter.
When you've got 2 evenly matched fighters in this weight class, it sometimes comes down to who's in better condition. Roy Jones.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Listen to me. Are you okay?
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Punch, counter punch. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. Look at the hand speed and footwork between these two. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Has to be careful for that. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. The straight right just misses. Swing and a miss with the left uppercut. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place. Canelo in serious jeopardy here, going to the canvas. Let's talk about Alvarez in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Keep doing what you're doing.
And pull over him. He's ready to go. Jump.
And there's the bell to start the round. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher? Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Oh, my word. Canelo just got clipped.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.